Hello friend, welcome back. In our all previous video, I have already discussed about some of the basic things of React.js. Right? Now in this video, I will start a new session. Into this session, we'll develop one of the basic project, and by complete this project, we'll learn React.js more effectively. So that was our previous project. Into the desktop, I have already created one of the folder as a React, and that is our basic, all the things I have already discussed about that things with you. Now I want to create one of the restaurant project. So that will be very basic one of the restaurant project, and by complete this project, React will be more easy to you. Okay, so step by step everything will be more clear. So for the first time, I want to create another React application. Okay, if you want to create another application, I hope you already know about it. Simply go to that React.js.org, go to that documents. I want to create another new application, right? So that is our new application code. I simply better copy it. Okay, copy it, and now here, okay, so here I want to simply open with the CMD. And now I want to simply paste it. So that will be our another project as npm create react app, and that will be our app name. So now I want to create another app name that will be as a restaurant. Okay, restaurant. So this type of one of the project folder now I want to create. So now if you click as a enter, it will be downloaded all the resources for creating that React app from the internet. Make that sure you are connected with the internet. So it may take little time, better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So friend, here you can see our React project is now successfully done. Okay, here now that is created another new folder as a restaurant, and into this restaurant our React total project is done. So for the first time I want to change that directory. I want to change this directory to the restaurant. Here you can see it's also suggested as a change directory to the restaurant. So now I want to change it as a cd, that means a change directory, and then restaurant, click as a enter. Now you can see our directory is become changed to the restaurant. Now there another instruction as a npm start. So when you run it as a npm start, then automatically that will be executed to our browser. That means our live server will be executed. So I make it as a npm and then start. Now click as a enter. So it may take a little time. Now that will be open our new browser with our project. Now you can see it's now show as a starting a development server. So our server is now running, and now you can see it's now open with our new tab as a localhost 3000. And also from to this video, I'll push this code to the GitHub, and I have already created one of the new repository. So that will be our repository. Okay, lecture by lecture, all that code I will push to the GitHub. So I hope it will help you a lot. So now I want to install some of the package. Like here here we have to design some of the font-in, right? So for the font-in, you can use that Bootstrap if you want to use that as a React Bootstrap, and also there is another one as a React Material Design. So for now I want to use it as a React Bootstrap. That is a React Bootstrap. If you search into the Google, by default for the React, there is also another component. You can see there is all that component. You can actually manage it by the React Bootstrap. So it's pretty much common like as a Bootstrap. So if you know a little bit the Bootstrap, then that will be very much easy to you. If you go to here as a component, and into the component, you can see there is a alert type code, there is a card code, there is a carousel code, there is a drop down code. Okay, everything is in here. So if you go to that cards, if you go to that cards, and you can see there is a cards, and there is for the card there is actually the code for the React Bootstrap. So we'll design our font-in by the React Bootstrap. So it is very much highly recommended, and also with this you can create very attractive design as per your demand. So now I want to install it. If you want to install it, if you go to that getting started, and with the getting started here, you can see the first time we have to run it as a npm install React Bootstrap 5.1.3, which is totally fine. And also there is some of the link, we don't need this, only we have to run it. I copy it. So our server is now running. Better I want to open another terminal. I simply go our project, and with the CMD I simply paste it. Now click as a enter. Now that will be install that React Bootstrap in your system. Okay, that means in your React project that will be supported by the React Bootstrap. So it may take little time. Better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So you can see our React Bootstrap is now successfully installed, and also for time display, that means the time and date display, I want to install another npm package as a date format. Okay, so if you search into the Google as a npm date format, you will get one of the packages. I hope you already know how to install some of the package. Okay, if you go to that Google and if you search with the React, okay, React or npm, I make it as a npm and then date format. Okay, you can see there is a date format, and that is one of the npm package as for the date format. If you open it, so with this you can actually manage your all the date as per your demand. You can see there is also one of the date format as a now date, so that is a date format you can actually display, so your date will be displayed like that way. Okay, so that will be also needed. So for the reasons I want to do, and first time I want to install it by the npm I develop, that is a date format, or rather than you can use it as npm install. Okay, so now I do better copy it, and now here after that I paste it. Now click as a enter. Now that will be installed in your system. Okay, it will be installed in your system. So better when it will be done, then I will come back again. Now you can see our date format package is also now successfully installed. So now I want to take our project to our Visual Studio Code editor. Simply I open with a new window, and into this new window area here I simply open with the open folder. And now into the desktop I have created one of the React project, that is a React folder, and that is our student project, right? I simply select this folder. Now click as a select folder, and now you can see everything is great, right? Every file is in here. So if you now go to our node module, into this node module there is also another one as a Bootstrap. Like first of all I have already installed that React Bootstrap, right? You can see there is a Bootstrap, and into this Bootstrap there is a dist, and then into the dist there is a CSS, and into this CSS that is file will be needed as a bootstrap main.css. Okay, so now I want to take this file. That means here we have to go to that, there is our all that public. I hope you already know about all that file structure, and that is our src. So into this src, index.js is our root file, right? So this file is actually loaded. So here I want to import that Bootstrap. So if you go to React Bootstrap, into this React Bootstrap I have already installed it, and now if you want to access it, then you have to do, there is a CSS. You can see we have to import this CSS, that is from to the Bootstrap and dist and then CSS, and then that is a bootstrap main.css. Now I simply copy it. Okay, copy it, and now in our main root directory, that means our index.js, here I want to paste it. So if you actually paste it in here, now that will be accessible for our total project. Okay, for the reasons here simply I imported our bootstrap main.css. Great. So now I simply add it, and also if you go to our app.js, into this app.js, so that is our by default all that code, right? So this code is now running. This code is now running in here. We don't need this. I simply want to make it as a clean. I simply clean it. And now also this logo is not important because I have already removed everything. So I simply remove it. And if you remove it, there is also this file is actually comes from, there is our svg logo svg, right? So we don't need this. I simply delete this file. Okay, I simply delete this file. Great. Now click the save all. If you now go refresh it, now that should be as a clean. Great. I have already installed the date format. We don't need this. I have already created one of the React project. We don't need this. And then that is our React Bootstrap. Okay, from to this area we will actually get all that component, and with this we can actually develop our front end. So how can do that work? Better to do and to continue this process. In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.